Of the oppression, we're tired of the harassment.
Calling for more mental health counselors and fewer police inside their schools. That's the message from students in New Haven who walked out and protested this morning. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live right now in the Elm City with the details of what they want to see happen. Matt.
Well, Mark, students from a number of different high schools across New Haven left class this morning, gathered at the New Haven Green, and then walked down to the Board of Education to make their voices heard. Now, this protest was organized by the citywide Youth Coalition, and again, hundreds of students taking part and hitting the street. The big issue for them, they say that police presence in New Haven schools, specifically school resource officers. Now, the teens were arguing that a recommendation to phase them out hasn't been followed, and they feel they'd rather see additional social workers, counselors, and nurses in their schools instead. But the district says school resource officers provide safety, which is important in an urban school district, adding that right now they have about 6 officers covering 10 high schools. And the district adds that when it comes to funding, even if it did disinvest from the SROs, the savings would not be enough to enact the changes the student protesters are looking for. Still, students and organizers feel strongly about this, and that's why they were out there today.
Still don't have the social workers we need. We still don't have the mental health counseling we need. We don't even have alternatives to address issues of conflict and mediation in the school, but we have cops. It's almost like to our young people, and they see it very vividly, cops are a hammer and everything looks like a nail.
I think it was important to come here today to let the Board of Education know and let the police know that we are tired of the oppression, we're tired of the harassment that we've been facing, and we're tired of the false promises. We want justice, and we want it now. We want SROs out of school.
Now, in a statement, the school district spokesperson tells Eyewitness News, "We respect the students' right to protest, and we appreciate their concern for appropriate mental health services. The issue arises at a time when the district has substantially invested in school psychologists and social workers to address the stresses caused by the pandemic. So to sustain that investment after grants conclude would require funding from the city and the state, who together provide most of our operating budget." We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness.